At the intersection of the supernatural and the quantifiable, three wayward souls find themselves facing a world of the unknown and the unexplained. Who among us can navigate the flickering boundaries between the paranormal and the scientific, and the questionable gray area in between? This is ParaScience, a new actual play podcast from Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. Death comes for us all in time, and the temporary residents of the Swaying Birch retirement community know that more than anyone. Even so, it seems that two lives have been cut short before their timely end. And it's becoming increasingly clear that whatever claimed the souls of George Sampson and Morgan Carmichael is at the end of this long, dark mouth. And two words drip off the foul tongue of dark water that flows from this tunnel. Come, eat. We turn now to our players and the fate ahead of them in this long, dark tunnel.
I've got the flashlight, Jules is in front of me, Alistair's behind. Let's party.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
We had to get down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one used the clown? Which one used the Joker?
Bitch, I'm the whole circus.
Jules, you're taking point?
I guess so.
Well, let me put it this way. I don't want to be between your shotgun and whatever it is that's trying to kill us.
You know, that's fair. I wouldn't want to be there either.
The tunnel ahead has a cold echo to it. The walls are caked in an algae-like slime, and the river that flows from this pipe has a thick and viscous quality to it, almost like a syrup. There are patches of wet moss hanging from the ceiling, but the pipe itself seems to be incredibly straightforward. It is a slight descent down deeper into this sewer.
How long would I say it takes Alistair to realize that if this is sloping down, but the water is flowing out, it's flowing against gravity?
That is entirely up to you.
I would like to roll, in that case, alertness plus intelligence. Does that seem reasonable?
It certainly does.
Yeah, can I also roll? But can I roll with... I don't think my intelligence is very good. Shocking. Can I roll my intuitive leaps?
Yes.
I'm rolling a D8 for alertness and a D10 for intelligence.
How'd you do, Matty?
God damn it. No, I just keep dropping things.
Oh. Okay.
I got a 7.
I got an 11.
As the three of you are walking down this slight slope, it is the physical motion of moving downwards that alerts you of the physical impossibility of what is happening before you. That you are picking up the slight movements of the adjustment of your feet as you walk down a downward-facing slick surface, and the rushing of water backwards against your ankles, that it finally occurs to you that this water is technically flowing upwards. And Saint, you notice it, but Alistair, you double notice it. Because you rolled a crit on notice.
It takes me longer to notice.
I'm all kind of... I don't want to get... I'm just going to lag back for just a second and kind of pay attention to, like, make sure. Because things have been messing with my senses in this forest.
Certainly. As you are taking a moment to focus, you perhaps become fully aware of the viscous nature of this, not water.
Halt for a second.
Elzer, do
you notice it too?
The water flowing backwards? Yeah, no, I noticed. I was actually going to ask if you wanted to collect this stuff, because I assume that's kind of like, that's what you do, right? You samples?
That's exactly why I'm stopping.
And I feel like anything flowing backwards is of interest.
You're completely right. Good guess, actually. And I will take out a... I'm trying to figure out what kind of bag. Alistair has, like, something along the lines of, like, more official looking than a fanny pack, but not a backpack. Just because he has to have, like, carry a handful of different things, and has, like, a little sample kit, which has, like, single-use gloves and, like, you know, kind of swabs and that kind of thing. Something that's, like, small and portable, but...
Of course.
Maybe like a
it's
messenger
probably
bag?
Yeah, it's probably a messenger bag. And so I will go ahead and take a sample of the water, and then also try to swab whatever, or like scrape off or swab whatever algae is on the wall.
A messenger bag is good. I'm just saying you can take your average fanny pack and like wear it on your hip, and it looks that much more official.
Yeah, it might be something like that, because I don't think it would be anything that would kind of like move around or get caught on like stuff in the woods.
If you want something, not that this matters really. Sorry, I just realized that this doesn't matter at all. So never mind.
Oh, I'm just trying to distinguish between 40-year-old dad at Universal Studios and field agent.
Yeah.
Fanny pack wise. Or Hawaii.
Yep.
I don't know.
They also got those biking backpacks that got multiple straps on it that are more lightweight, but they stick closer to your body.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
I'm thinking of. So you have more room to carry more stuff if you want to, but it's not like flapping around, so you're not going to get tagged on
That
anything.
makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Those are good.
Yeah, this just infects your inventory space if we're thinking about it like
Yes,
that.
that's definitely an important question.
No, that's good. I like that.
All right, I will unstrap my kind of bike messenger setup and put on some... it's kind of a lost cause considering it's in my, it's touching me because of my shoes, but, I will
Certainly,
follow
of course.
procedure nonetheless, and put on some gloves and take a couple of samples.
Yes, you wouldn't want to, at this point, you would not want to contaminate the sample, even if the sample might have contaminated you.
Yes.
You were able to get a decent-sized, not serving. You were able to get a
Yum
decent...
yum. Love that viscous
respectful
river
juice.
syrup.
It's my respect to trans people juice.
Oh my god.
You were able to get a sufficiently sized sampling of whatever liquid this is. You said you also wanted to go for the algae.
Yes.
There is like kind of a coating of moss-like algae dripping from all sides of this pipe. You use the knife that you used earlier to get a sliver of bark off of that one tree.
Yes.
But in this case, to get that algae. As you slide it off and drop it into the bag, you can watch the algae kind of curl up as if it were bark itself.
Interesting. Yes,
ready to
that's
go?
Fucking nerds.
Yep. No. Well,
Thanks. Cool.
I tell you what, Jules. If I have any nerdy observations that stop you from getting eaten by the water that flows up, I'll make sure I share them.
Oh, honey. I think I'll be okay.
Why does Jules even need us? Why are we
Honestly.
here?
And then she kind of just shrugs, taps her gun on her shoulder, and keeps walking. No notice of the water flowing up, not
shoot
even
the
a
water.
recognition of that fact. She just keeps going.
Hold on. Are you wearing waders? Please tell me you're wearing waders.
I am now.
Fuck yes.
Brilliant.
Totally impractical for hanging out in a forest. Doesn't matter.
I just
Brilliant.
pulled I actually have a bag of holding, and you pull out boots from my bag of holding.
Oh my god.
I go through my, like, multiple carabiners, just throwing them on the ground. My key rings with entirely too many keys on them.
Stop calling me out like this. We continue, I believe.
You continue down this pathway a little bit. There are no real bends or twists in this pipe. You come into a large circular chamber, and there is still a flow of water going through this area. It appears to, based on the shape of the room, ever so slightly have kind of dammed itself in such a way that it is pooling in the center of the room. As you get deeper into this room, there is kind of a palatable odor that begins to overtake you. A sort of sulfuric smell.
Oh.
Yuck.
Interesting. Are there any noticeable exits?
There is one exit at a 90-degree right angle to your left.
Okay. Do we have to wade through the pool to get to that exit, or can we, like, shuffle around?
There are seemingly dry enough edges.
Okay. Saint starts to pick his way along one of those to get to the exit.
You find yourself having to step over what appears to be a pile of camping materials, including a sleeping bag that seems all but torn to shreds.
I loot the...
I know, I was about to make that same
I can't
joke.
even get the joke out.
Oh my god.
I loot the body.
Press E.
Does he have any, like, any cool, like, multi-tools?
Yeah, does he have any swords that are better than mine?
This camping equipment, just looking at it, can I get any idea of how old it might be?
Sure, it appears to be from a generation gone by. If this game takes place in 2019, this may be from the 90s.
Okay.
Do the tears on it, like, it's obviously it looks like it's been ripped to shreds. Does the damage look recent?
The damage does look recent, and it does not look like it was made with a knife.
Does it look more like an animal got to it? Like big claws?
Potentially. Along the lines of the quilting, the seams have definitely ripped. Whether or not it was pulled apart by force or claw is a little hard to distinguish.
Interesting.
I don't think this is Bigfoot.
I'll take your word for it. You're the Bigfoot expert.
Yes. Yes, I am.
All of a sudden, Jules feels a palatable and weighty drop hit her shoulder.
I look up.
Above you is not the ceiling you would expect in this concrete metal chamber. Above you is a large twisting of roots that seem to be jutting into this chamber at weird angles. Some appear to be vines, some appear to be tree root, and some appear to be a bit more organic. They are tangled up together, seemingly interspliced and transforming into each other at this tangled knot in the ceiling.
I've never seen a fucking tree like that.
This used to be a nuclear plant. I don't know. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge of what nuclear radiation does to tree roots.
Does it, make... I wouldn't think it would make them look like that.
That sort of chimera effect. No, probably not.
I would think if anything it would just kill it.
Well, nuclear radiation kills lots of things, but the problem is what it doesn't kill. It alters, mutates.
It's especially weird that it's, like, growing in a tunnel.
Yes.
Like, does it look like it's grown, like it's growing through the tunnel, like the material of the tunnel, or like it was, like it's stuck to the roof and is growing from there?
It looks like it is stuck to the roof for the most part, but perhaps in an area this old, in a structure this old, there are undoubtedly cracks that it has burst through.
And is it the whole thing kind of like an Ouroboros, or are there like vines trailing away from it in any direction?
There are vines trailing down the exit to your left.
Like in front of the exit? Like we have to go through them?
No. Attached to the ceiling.
Well, unfamiliar territory, but seems like when in doubt, follow the evidence of something strange. And I'll kind of follow the path of those vines with my flashlight, just real kind of slowly and methodically. See if they react in any way to the light. If they glow weirdly like the trees.
You shine your light down there and you see that the twisting knot of vine, bark, and, well, something far more organic has trailed down this dark exit deeper and deeper into the sewer system. At the very bottom of that pipe, that at the edge, at the lip, there is a sort of lapping of the water as it is kind of thrust upward from this diagonal pipe into this main room. As you splash light onto these vines, they start to pulse with that weird otherworldly light that you saw bouncing off the birch trees above ground.
Alright, so it's infected the whole area. And I think down there is likely to be the source, whatever that might be. When you say more organic than plant life...
You mean flesh, right?
Yeah, am I getting a kind of like viscera vibe off of that, maybe?
A little bit like tendrils.
No.
Something a little more animal-like.
That's fucking gross.
Folks, that was in accent, it counts.
I think that's actually an accurate observation. Ugh.
Jules is very perceptive.
Well,
I mean, there's only one way to go, and that's forward. So I figure let's avoid touching them and keep moving.
If it does anything, I'm shooting it.
okay.
I think that's a fair response.
Yeah, nope, I second that one. I'll take notes, you shoot it.
Okay.
And I helped.
Yes, you did.
Team Bard. That's me.
It's true.
Cool. Oh, cool. So we agreed we're just going to keep going into the next tunnel.
Okay, forward we go.
It's at this point, as you turn left to look down, deeper down the passage, you realize just how steep it is. This is a far sharper angle than the one you came in on. And the water is rushing up from it. Attached to the lip of the pipe, near that lapping water, appears to be a mountain climbing stake jammed into the pavement. There is a carabiner and a short length of rope trailing down deeper into that pipe.
I will slowly make my way over to it.
The passage is too steep for us to walk down normally, right? We're going to have to...
You could perhaps, if you really wanted to try.
No. My agility is a D6, and my strength is a D4. I think that's a bad idea.
I'm sorry I keep talking in that voice.
This is Saint's new voice.
I don't like it. I don't mean to do it. It's the voice I do when I'm disgruntled about something.
It's okay, I leave it in every time.
We should test the rope, presumably, and then kind of go from there.
I'm going to test it by seeing how firm the stake is in the ground by trying to shake it. Like, I put my hand on it and grip it to see how firm it is. Like, if it's stuck in there real good.
As much as this place seems to be decaying and falling apart, this mountain climbing stake seems very solidly jammed into the pavement.
So I could reasonably assume that
it does not budge.
Would carry the weight of someone my size and weight.
Yes.
I look down. And then I look back. I guess there's no other way but forward, right?
Not unless we want to try and go around.
I don't think there is a way around.
Yes, that was the joke.
She doesn't get it.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
Jules doesn't humor very well.
I know.
That's what makes it funny.
my own built-in straight man, but you're neither straight nor a man. Yeah, does it look like, I guess this is in character to Jules. Does it look like it's going to hold Alistair and I separately, but
It's in here pretty good.
Okay, cool. Well, down we go then.
Do you want me to go down first, or do you want me to lower you guys down?
Do we need to be lowered down if the stake is holding us?
I've seen what you can do with your athleticism, and I'm thinking maybe you want a little bit of help.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't disagree. I mean, I can go first.
Jules, why don't you, if you get down to the bottom, you can hold it up here and spot Saint from the bottom, and I can spot him from up top, and then you can both kind of hold it steady for me to come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Improve our chances.
Okay, I'll go down first then.
Let me just wait a second, and I'm gonna put my light out and just try to see if I can tell if there's anything moving around at the bottom, just make sure we're not yeeting ourselves into the maw of something that's gonna go, tasty.
Being no guarantees.
Well, I don't want to dump Jules into the Sarlacc pit, because I didn't look.
You do not see anything moving at the bottom of the pipe.
Well, it's probably about as good as it's gonna get.
Once more onto the breach.
All right. Oh, fuck it. Here we go.
Should we spot you from up here? See if we can't. Not that you need our help, but I don't know. It can't hurt. Well, that's not true, is it? In the rules, if one of us fucks up a help roll, oh no, we roll separately. That's what it is. It increases your chances. Yeah. Yeah, there's two ways to help, and there's if you do it together or if you're helping somebody else do it. And I think if you're helping somebody else do it, you each roll separately, and whoever has the higher score.
Yeah, if you're lifting an object together, combined strength, you literally combine the rolls.
But if you're doing it separately,
whereas
you roll separately.
It's whoever rolls the highest.
Right. So it can't hurt. This is not Powered by Apocalypse rules where if you fuck up their roll.
All right.
So I guess it can't hurt.
This would be assisting, so yes.
Do you want us to assist you?
You can. I roll a D8 for strength and a D6 for athletics.
Damn.
And that is 8... 14.
Yo!
Did you just crit that?
No.
Yes.
Wait, yeah. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, so you just crit.
Nice.
Yeah, I set that to average difficulty, so yes, a 14 is indeed a crit.
Woo!
Nice.
Jules, you grab onto the rope that is tied to this stake. You are able to ease yourself down this pipe, slow and steady. As you are navigating your way down, you have to kind of duck and weave under some of the lower hanging vines, but you are able to get yourself down with relative ease. You find yourself sitting at the bottom of this pipe, expecting inky black darkness, but not quite getting it. Down here, something is ever so slightly refracting off the walls of the pipe in such a way that there is a faint glow coming further down.
It's pretty fucky down here.
Anything, dangerous or just kind of,
just
odd?
Strange phenomena.
Just weird.
I will take weird.
Noted.
I have nothing to say to that.
It's just weird. Okay, par for the course.
Right.
How weird are we talking here?
It's true. Okay, so for me to go, I don't have athletics. Can I roll survival instead?
Sure. You'll need it.
Okay, so for me, my strength is a D4 and my survival is a D6. So if I could get some assistance, that would be
Would
most
you
excellent.
like me to roll? I can roll strength to hold it for you.
Yeah, that would be, well, strength and athletics again?
Would I do both or just the one?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I mean, your strength is like a D8, right? Like, that's still pretty good chances.
Yeah, it's a 5.
That doesn't get me there, though. Well, I just have to roll real good then. And I did. I rolled a 7 exactly, so...
So that's a 7 and a 5 combined?
No, isn't it, is it combined, or is it...
Oh, that would be an assist, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, but that's okay, because I made it on my own. Barely, but I made it on my own.
Yeah, you start to lower yourself down. Thankfully, Jules is steadying the rope for you just enough that what would be a kind of swinging misadventure into the dark, there is kind of a sturdy hand holding you in place. You were able to lower yourself down the 20 or 30 feet of pipe before you eventually kind of get the general sense you are reaching the bottom. Do you have your flashlight on?
I do. I, like, shoved it in my back pocket, and then when I get to the floor, I do a kind of a survey of the scene.
The light is largely absorbed by the organic mass at the ceiling of this pipe. But something about the way it refracts just enough ambient light begins to cast long shadows of vines down the side of the pipe. In front of you, in the very dimly lit darkness, you can see one of the vines detach and start to curl up where you were just walking.
Oh. Alistair, I think you should get down here sooner rather than later.
You are able to make it to the bottom.
Okay. I'm gonna just... I want to watch it for a second. I'm trying to get an idea of, one, how fast it can move, and two, you know how there are plants that just react to physical stimuli versus...
Certainly.
Like, say, something that can hear. I just want to take a second to observe and see if I can get a vibe of how fast it can move and sort of maybe what it reminds me of in terms of intelligence level. If that makes sense. I know that's a strange thing to try to determine.
Sure, yeah. Do you have a role around maybe nature? Wait, hold up. Is nature even an option?
There's not an option for nature, no.
Survival?
There's the survival one, which I don't have anything in.
Science?
I have a D2 in medicine. I have a D2 in science.
My apologies. I was mentally substituting in Pathfinder.
I guess animals probably would be... I'd say... I actually don't think I have the knowledge base to make that determination. I just want to make a note of how fast it can move.
You could just roll straight intelligence, I'm sure. Or intelligence plus alertness.
Sure. I mean, I do have perception. That's a... Oh, yeah, I have a D6 in perception. So can I do perception and intelligence to kind of, like, see and analyze?
The way I am interpreting the way that you can combine pretty much any of your core attributes with any of the skills... I would think that, like, alertness plus this might be, you know, to put it in D&D terms, I would think, like, alertness plus perception would be perception, whereas, like, a perception plus intelligence would be, like, investigate.
That was what I was thinking.
So, like, there is do you notice versus can you suss out the details of?
Yeah, because
You know what I
there's
mean?
not a specific, like, search action or investigation check.
Oh, do you notice versus do you infer?
Yeah. Okay.
Just a thought. I think we could probably play it that way from here on out.
Works for me. I have a D10 intelligence and a D6 perception.
Oh, woofda. That's that Quantico education.
And I rolled an 11.
Got a regular fucking Clarice Starling down here.
I'm good at some stuff. I'm not as good at some other stuff.
I am good at some stuff. ParaScience.
Alister
Famous line
McAndrews,
from
2019.
Silence of the Lambs. Dr. Hannibal Lecter just looking you up and down going, you seem good at some stuff, but not good at other stuff. Does that make you think?
just that amount of, like, I think you've just described the entire human race. Maybe.
Sorry, what was your final number?
11.
You can see, after it curled up directly in front of where Saint was, now that you have your flashlight on it, you can see that it is kind of searching for where he was. It appears to be stretching out in various directions, trying to find the prey that just slipped by it.
Okay. Be very aware of your surroundings. This thing has some form of sensory perception. It can determine and react to our presence.
I don't love that. Oh no, my entire moveset is focused around me being loud. Oh god.
Oh, well, such is the way of... I'm not saying we have to subtle spell everything. I'm just saying, like, you know, maybe be on your guard.
Good idea. Let's get you down here before it done gets you.
I'm in favor of that.
All right, how do you wish to descend?
Okay.
Can we do something weird here? Where Jules and I roll together to try and get a number higher than whatever Alistair gets. Like we do both an assist and whatever the other one is.
Sure, if you can think of a narrative way that you are both helping.
Well, because we're both holding the bottom end of the rope, so we're doing that task together to achieve. I will also, like, if I kind of flash my flashlight up at the ceiling, can I distract the vine away from where Alistair is trying to climb down?
You are certainly welcome to try.
So we should both roll?
Yeah. What I'm trying to get is I'm trying to get the best possible roll for us to try and... Because I don't think Alistair... Your strength and...
Oh, it's shit.
Yeah.
This is sorry, it's an average difficulty.
Yeah.
I have a D6 in strength and a D2 in athletics, so if I roll a 7 or an 8, I'll be fine.
Right, so I'm trying to get us to add our numbers together so we can try and get something better than whatever Alistair's going to do.
Yeah.
Which is so if that is achievable, then that's what I want. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be rolling to do that. So I appreciate you trying to be creepy by saying you can try, but the answer, it's like, but is there a chance that will work at all, or do I think that there's no way it's going to work?
Given the way this thing reacts to light, you can tell that it is at least very photosensitive. Whether or not it will chase light is up to experimentation.
There's a probability, so that's something.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut my flashlight off.
Okay.
And so that it's just has like one set of stimuli to react to.
Okay. What would I even roll for this?
Do you want to just roll your strength in addition to mine? Because I just rolled and you have to roll like a 2.
My strength is a D4 is the problem. So
I rolled a 6,
that's
so
that's a 50-50 chance. So actually, I just have to roll anything because we need to get at least a 7. So yeah, no, I'll just do my strength. I'll just add my strength. Let's just make it easy. Yeah, so I rolled a 2, so we have an 8. So you're fine.
You slowly descend the rope, hands trembling a little bit as you attempt to get a very firm grip on this rope.
Fair.
Yeah. You repel yourself backwards slowly and unashamedly. As you pass the area in which that vine was hanging, you feel something brush over the top of your head.
Okay.
You can hear above you a creaking sound. Not quite like wood snapping, but like a branch bending.
Oh boy.
Just a little more hustle, boss.
Yep, I'm going as fast as I can down here. Can I roll like agility to try to get down faster with their help?
Certainly, go for it.
I'm trying to make a dex save, but that's not how this works.
No, not quite.
Okay. That's a 5.
Sure. All right. Well, for what you're doing, and given that you have the help of the people further down the pipe, you are able to hustle a little faster. In the ambient light ahead of you, you can see that tentacle writhing further where you were, but you are far outside of its grasp for now. Above all three of you, you can all start to hear that sound.
Oh boy.
Like a wet branch bending.
Oh god. Let's
Jules
Let's
has her gun grasped in her hand, and she does that thing that you do when you're cringing where her shoulders just go up to her ears.
Yeah, I'm hustling. I'm out of here.
You walk the only way that the pipe leads. Down a couple twists and turns, some elbow-shaped pipes, until eventually you get into a large concrete room with thick concrete columns holding up a wide roof. In the center is almost a sort of trough, with slanted edges dipping down into the center of the room. It is filled with that black, viscous water. You are overwhelmed by the light in this room. Not that it is particularly bright, of course. It is very, very dim, but it is shifting colors, pulsating, undulating. At the very far end of the room, you can see that there is a clear source of light. Something large, affixed to the wall that you cannot quite make out because of the light that it is giving off. But there is something utterly hypnotic about the way that it is shifting underneath that light. And the only reason you're able to see any of that at all is because something is slightly obscuring its rays. There is a human silhouette standing directly in front of it. I'm afraid it's here that we're going to have to cut our story short. What you've been listening to was ParaScience, a glimpse into a world unknown. It was an actual play horror adventure told to you through Cortex. Our players were Ezra Kaye as eyes-on-the-ground agent Alister McAndrews, and Matty Trumbo-Gomes as capable young man St. Garcia Flores, with Nikki Boylan as the monster in the woods, Jules Ortiz. As for myself, I was your game master and disembodied voice, Ben Hamlin. I was also the producer of this show. Our theme song was by the incorporeal Johnny Rinaldo, and our logo was created by the haunted visage of Terra Bosart. This show is brought to you by Infinity Break, where we're telling stories our own way. You can follow us on social media at InfinityBreak23 and check our website and all our other tabletop shows, live and dead, at InfinityBreak.net. If you would like to help this show succeed, there are a good many ways to do that. You can help spread the word about this show on social media and by simple word of mouth. Don't forget to use the hashtag ParaScience, and while you're at it, why not tag InfinityBreak23? We have a Patreon at patreon.com/Infinity Break, where you can start donating to Infinity Break for as little as $1 a month. And finally, if you listen through Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a review. Reviews help us rise in the podcasting charts and help more people stumble across our show, like a body in the woods. That's all for now. Let ParaScience drift into the back of your mind and let the seeds of doubt begin to plant themselves where you sleep. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time, right here on Infinity Break.